Good morning. I did the reading today at 7:14 a.m. Today is January 2nd, 2025, which gives us a numerology or a number of a 1, 2, or a 3 energy. So it's 12, and then you reduce it down to become a 3. This is numerology for those of you who are interested. Today is Jupiter Day, and I'm using the Guardian of the Nights Tarot. My beads for today that I suggest are lapis lazuli, citrine, amethyst, blue sapphire, yellow topaz, sodalite, tiger's eye. And of course, as I have said over and over, there are others. This is really a personal choice, and I'm wearing something that has a variety of the beads that I just suggested. I do make malas according to astrology and have, of course, my own set for each day of the week. We get the 5 of Swords and the Magician today, relating to the element of air in our fixed 11th house. And what does this suggest? Well, the 5 of Swords is relating to our major arcanas, Empress and Star card, and is the first Decan Venus in the fixed 11th house, where it is a demonstration of winners and losers, conflict and loss, happening with skill, resources being more or less pitted against people in such a way that we're inappropriately competing, likely going to the store right now and shopping in inappropriate ways. In order to solve our problems, we must first see that we have them. Our moon in Aquarius, in our first house, is asking us to foster self-awareness as we are in a massively unpredictable moment in time. Communication in our 11th house, in Mercury, is happening in the sign of Sagittarius. The big picture details. A conflict between idealism and practical matters. Pluto is in our 12th house, opposite Mars in the 6th. Transformation and currents may be creating a matter with our health. Many communicating strongly their opinion in a state of detached intellect, amplifying isolation and misunderstandings. Avoid contributing to this. The less said, the less mended. Impulsive reactions actually harm your self-esteem, because in the end of the day, if we blow it, we blow it, and we know it. Those of us with a proper moral compass can lead right now by example. Mystery schools throughout time have had a confrontation with various types of religion due to poor moral values of believing that behavior is cleansed through a process of blind faith without really ever doing the work. Venus at 29 degrees in our first house in Aquarius is quincunx, which means it's not compatible in any way or operating in a way that Mars is going to respond to. This tension will lead to our physical bodies having very high cortisol levels, as basically we find ourselves at the end of this sign, the tensions couldn't be higher, where Venus is preparing in the next day or so to enter Capricorn, where we will sense and have restrictions upon us. The Magician card here is interesting as it relates to Mercury. It is going to be both Virgo and Gemini, and all about communication, being of service. Currently, Mercury is in our 11th house. And what do we have? We have the outer world of cause and effect. If you live life and want, for the sake of yourself, more, ask yourself why. If you feel restless and have feelings of unrest, and ask yourself why, you might want to blame yourself or harm another. Anxiety and depression being our personal alert systems telling us generally something is wrong. It isn't appropriate to go and get a pill for this. Rather, it's more appropriate to ask yourself why. We are having, if you will, a sacred contract with time. Your very breath, a gift that not all souls receive. Mercury and our Magician says that our central nervous systems and sense organs are very active at this time. And Pluto, Mars perfecting, we are basically in a massive upgrade and must learn proper communications to manage the difficult tensions we will be bringing upon ourselves. We must see with clear focus and proper understanding that our collective mental health is in decline and has been for some time. And this, I believe, my friends, is about to go through a metamorphosis. Many will be required to take proactive steps to manage personal mental health and resourcefulness. Stress, you see, creates cortisol, and many of us are in a state of poor health, not sleeping good at night. Your brain can't engage in fears when you have a mindfulness practice, such as humming. If your brain goes into a place that isn't productive at this time, just hum. Because in the here and now, we're better able to manage. What we have in this great shift is a raccoon wearing a mask, attempting to bring something hidden. But you can see the spark up on the top of the piece of wood. The secrets are about to be revealed. We are protected from on high. We can't see what it is and how it is we're protected, but must, through faith of a higher moral calling, see this. And further, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. With that, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for joining me on this decade.